Honti, Wasesan Hubium Aquacofa for Asaba. What the #1 internet application aba e de amana tifo wo de ane se wo use Android and say iPhone kasia boy fa manwesam ho de fa agokansie ho ensam ekoso o my Ghana mu ene wiase aman hudo nyina so wo betie radio stations akuku dam wo wiase aman hudo ne mu de ekoso o my Ghana best radio stations ni nyina wo betie ebla wo kura Android and say iPhone e simple no anso obekọ Android market and say Apple Store download eye free wontua hwe wompe we na de na wope sa wote train mu bus ma na sa wofie baby bia wo bia no obetie de ekoso wiase ama hodo nyina so just rush and download eye free.
We serve a miracle working God.
To experience the almightiness of God, the unlimited power of God, and the pure unadulterated principles of God, join Reverend Dr. Nanabika Johnson of the Voice of Hope Outreach Ministry International Incorporation, New York, USA, as he brings you the Hour of Hope every Sunday on Ghana Waves Radio from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Ghana time and 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. American Standard Time. Don't forget to invite your family and friends. Come with an expectation, and your life will never be the same.
Guess what? Ghana Waves Radio can now be live wherever you are. All you have to do is download the Ghana Waves app from App Store, Play Store, and Windows Markets for absolutely free. Share and tell a friend and tune in now.
Members with phones yelling and ringing at any time. That is complete disorder. And so if you can't buy a smartphone, don't bring any yam here. This is national business, serious business, so we will not allow this kind of interruptions. If you need support to buy smartphones, contact me.
Under any government in the history of Ghana, some 10,885 kilometers of new roads have been constructed in these 5 years. Let me mention, Mr. Speaker, that yesterday it was my honor and great pleasure to have commissioned the Tamale interchange, the first such interchange in the northern sector of our country, which the people of Tamale gladly celebrate.
Where your papas are now, Waba Minia. A syrup, Yanian Moha, a beer, Omabusia, Seven Abusia, a beer, Omibia, Omo Babia, Omu to Kwama Hada, and a Kwam Rosan. Now they are kind of cray. A minority leader, Mutalanu in any serious area. What's your banning? Abaya Waba, one touching every segment of education, and then you know me. Also, I say, Papa, she 1 and 2, woman, you have a difference. I base school there being seen that 75% completion. Oh, Kumasia, and not a crap association, Sunika, Osia, I see even Chinese movie, Granny, and probably we have done Ghana Chinese. Ah, which is that almost young one, the India. Ah, Kumasia, I buy whether to be I buy only a social democrat. And here for be implemented that. Free SHS yen implemented here. FT yen implemented here. National Health yen implemented here. LIP yen implemented here. Ah, may I Mr.
was present in Parliament per the records. Have you seen the voting proceedings? Yes, I mean per the records. Per the records. You see, pay attention to a ruling by Mr. Speaker. We are getting a bit confused as to this physical presence, and you've come to Parliament, you are the committee, you are doing this and that and that and all that. I don't want to get into that debate yet, but I can tell you that relying on the votes which we got today, his name did not register as absent.
Is it true he came?
No, please. The records are clear. I've not heard of how he came. I've not been told of how he came, and I don't want to respond to people's claims of how he came. Whichever way he came, it's immaterial to me.
Seeing his name as number 165 as having been in
so that's a record.
Attendance. You will not speak to how he came.
I am not at the table office, and I should speak to facts that I know. How somebody comes to Parliament is not something that deputy majority leader should know. How people get in, whether by bicycle, by trotro, in a 4-wheel drive pickup, how would I know? Unless you say that you want to go and find out how somebody got into the chamber or his own office. I mean, these are petty things that nobody will pay serious attention to. So that will be my response.
Teachers are suffering, nurses are suffering, drivers are suffering, contractors are suffering, civil servants are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Women are suffering.
I am a boy. It is a castle. O may know here, my. Then nam a memoir enquete. A comedy.
Akufo don't quite a go MPP party. I go MPP party for your special channel. Wago MPP party to say, and you must have a crowd with a trot. Nana Kaka your true for your true, the bets now. So the okay, you know, a fan another, a mama who know. I for the new when who could you when you up a pin because who chant time now your friend say you could try to crowd train was well the entia one so a woman falani do watch any that after the about work of 5 years film but see how GFT has to apply so who to be fast have and shiwaka and collect cost also moderate your back to do party yeah o ka tell ku fa do say on just say me na me dem only ba at yan pa ne bi yan pa enye bi nti na e go to na on sim na from o ye penny baby a we do fito a wo be wu ntem 94 million yan kwa wo eni anu no wa ya pe obi ene oba nu petro ya na petro ya anya 14 cities o ka tell so ba o bete so anya sa no ka tell penny a wo twan say ye print that thing print na. What's the meaning of this? I have some to go school. Oh my! Your school fee. Yes, man. Who to be shown? I'm also catching you. Who the level to the side? I'll tell you level. Young man, so that to be your agent for a vehicle.
Government is fully on this matter. Government is fully on top of this situation, and the president has made a commitment. And the commitment is that government is going to mobilize all resources to support the victims, and more importantly, to reconstruct the Apieti community and build a modern community for the people of Apieti.
We should ensure that people from all regions, and in the place it even talks about ethnic groups, should be properly represented in public offices. Why are we shying away? If we investigate some public offices, police, the services, armed forces, customs, and so on, you see some ethnic groups dominating. Why are we shying away? As a Champon used to say, generally, one people with a common destiny in one country. If indeed we are one country, one people, a common destiny, we should conform. We should interrogate the issues relating to the survival of the Constitution, that the survival of the Republic. I believe that if we bond and bind together, we'll be able to overcome the vicissitudes, the turbulences that we are suffering in these immediate periods. We have the wherewithal to overcome challenges and scale over these hurdles. God bless our homeland Ghana. Make a great change.
This is a president whose agenda for this second cycle is full of insecurity. I've never seen a harder looking president even at last. Sure. I'm telling you, tell me the last president of this age who was so hardworking, literally first person at the country on a day. As I'm speaking to you now, he just landed in Kumasi about 15-20 minutes ago to attend to business the Ashanti region. On behalf of the state. This is not a president who is relaxed that he's won a second term and therefore we saw presidents who in their first term adopted that kind of attitude. But we are at a point, I agree, where the natural attempt to position oneself in a place so that it could be considered as a successor are beginning to show their heads. The party had to be very in the Ashanti Regional Congress preparations to say, look, we are not going to tolerate this. If you don't take it down, we'll take it down for you. And I think we can commend the party for being so bold and so clear in that endeavor.
Na Ghana ka 120 billion. So 120 billion Ghana ka as of December 2016. President Nkrumah Bosia Obobo yeka hubi. Kutokani ye FIFA kaka hubi. A champo kaka hubi, a kufu kaka hubi. JJ Rollins ne Hillary man kaka hubi. Papa Kufuor, Papa Mills, Papa Mahama kaka hubi. Ni na we be abrofo for the chair when we join Epic Film. I need to see 120 billion. We see a dose of President Mahama Bobosia dodo. Abadogo for the Bobosia yet sika so come dey. But we me say why you do wa Ghana. We say sika wa Ghana. Yentu abama wa mo Ignace e Bobosia. We say afan put there. This is root to near the root to between the ayepan ya bosia. Oh guys adokondokon same way o ka kire Ghana for. Because before sim kan ko ntumpu mansa for ya ye dey. For that body. And we be am gongo say do so and then what is the reality? Ghana can one 120 billion from Kwame Nkrumah pencil, ABC President Mahama pencil now almost in a dozen, and then do 350 billion Ghana cedis as of December. You as of September, I'm reporting to Parliament 341 billion. From September to December, I do 350 billion.
Our youth are getting disappointed in our democratic governance. They don't see a future for themselves. Youth unemployment has been a problem for governments all over the world, but it's particularly a problem for governments in Africa. We have 12 million graduates coming out of universities and tertiary institutions all across the African continent. And yet we are producing between 6 and 7 million jobs a year. And so what happens to the other 5 million graduates who cannot find employment? And it's beginning to show in other countries. In Nigeria, they had the SARS movement. It was like a rebellion against police oppression. But who are those who took part in the SARS movement? It was unemployed youth. And the point is, let's not think that if you are enriching yourself, you are safe. When the youth rise up, they think that everybody who is living a good life is one of the people oppressing him. That's why he not get a job.
And I've said that, look, for persons who love President Mahama, who wants his revenge just as I want, go to your polling station and make sure he wins, nothing more. If he wins at the 33,000 polling station, he will be the next president of the republic. It's not about running ahead of him, taking a photograph and think that's how you are contributing to the success of the NDC. I think that we should go back to our roots. Operation Win Your Ballot Box. You remember I declared that in 2008. I should pay tribute to Antiama Chavez. You know, she was a wing.
And yet they are normal. Because if in 1992, Ghana had about 12. Obi Pia, no Akujina line, no Atunaba. You can't assembly anyhow. And so, I'm saying, I'm not a woman. Sir, all die mantra, no, and I know the age man. Now, first, no, the guy said, Sabasa, you'll be a macho for ya. Your brother who na police at your money, I call up your mom. Your top and you need your mom. And the man yard there, bear said, Nipa and I said, Visa. And so, under this kind of precedent, you know, why election like life and death for him. And yeah, my macho phone or the Delta forces is name invisible forces, main security service. Because tell you, police near national general. No, we empower your police near now. Or share earring, full body set, Kessi, you know, now share no man, Okutakutana. What you can't buy this really a police officer. What is it?
Etu ototono ayomode. Etu mudu wa yeno bi anka papa na yenu anum bi akofom. Eno professor they say impunity breeds more impunity. Impunity breeds criminality and violence. Yes, Sano. Them say, a year and a half before today. No more ya, on your fee. And if any impunity. And they are very true. Minimum catastrophe. Not to be a judicial committee report never back. Now, Mempire say, Uncle Yeti said, I was West Warbon, dear no. I was West Warbon, and you're 60-70% of me. I want for your fee into Windsor Baby, their chef, no more the bay. Come in, get them here. Uncle, send your gun and sit here. Say, and for ya or ya get now a boo ya dinner. Say, as a strap for na a bamboo for police one a dealing. No, no more to me. And some soldier for the kitchen. No, Mamma Bill. And so maybe you are me. Police soldier can and they dealing. And I'm a police for dignity. A true wow, Muguria, papa, na Obia Edimrica. No more account, more come on, at home.
That people are suffering, their homes and properties have been destroyed, and the roads have been cut off. There's a backlog of trucks that were heading to Burkina Faso and other places that are all stranded along the road. I don't know if the president is receiving the proper security reports, but it is a very, very serious situation. And I think the president should take action and get his people and get the Military 48 Engineering Regiment to come in with some emergency action to open up the roads quickly so that the transport of goods and passengers can continue to flow. Otherwise, it's creating a very serious situation in this corridor.
We serve a miracle working God.
To experience the almightiness of God, the unlimited power of God, and the pure unadulterated principles of God, join Reverend Dr. Nanabika Johnson of the Voice of Hope Outreach Ministry International Incorporation, New York, USA, as he brings you the Hour of Hope every Sunday on Ghana Waves Radio from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Ghana time and 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. American Standard Time. Don't forget to invite your family and friends. Come with an expectation, and your life will never be the same.
Ghana Waves Edikanfo, Ghana Waves Kwafabai, Ghana Waves First Ghanaian Internet Radio te wadwene na tiefo honti wasesan ho biom akwakofa foforo asaba. What the #1 internet application aba e dia ma na tiefo. Wo dia ne se wo use Android and say iPhone. Kasebo e fa manwesam ho de fa agokansie ho ensem we koso o man Ghana mu. Ene wiase aman hudo nyina so. Wo betie radio stations akuku dam we wiase aman hudo ne mu de koso o man Ghana best radio stations. Ni nyina wo betie ebla wo kura Android and say iPhone. Eye simple no anso be call Android market and say Apple Store. Download it. Eye free. Wontu ahwe. Wompe we na dia na wope sa woti train mu bus ma na sa wofie baby bia wo bia no obetie dia kwaso wiase ma ahodo nyina so just rush and download eye free.
Guess what? Ghana Waves Radio can now be live wherever you are. All you have to do is download the Ghana Waves app from App Store, Play Store, and Windows Markets for absolutely free. Share and tell a friend and tune in now.
Okay, so I'm ready. Abo don't kwapa osima aduanan enu moso guso awotie Ghana Waves Radio. Baby I will be in check see ana yede bro. So wo USA or France, or Germany, Holland, Canada, Australia, Japan. Baby I will be awotie na wo hwe bia no echicha mu nyina. Ene akoye efeda CD, CD wa wonim no. Edu feda dia e kana wu obese nsemfu ahi, but nye nsem nyina so na ahi. Nsem bo ho a etimi ba na de eye mpuntuo ene impeja ade abre oman ya yetimu yi. Tino ana ya ne yehwe se du feda CD a enja akọ na wotwene mu nyina no ene yehwe na yatena se ne aka ho nsem nim se bi ba ompese mbeka eye Black Stars ho nsem kakra yes akonya ho ba obenya kwan aka Black Stars ho ene ana FIFA so eye draw no nti bono miesa pepe a ye beda ni ache Doha nti Ghana fa mo Doha ne beba mo ho na enuma we twetwe nkomo so wo se de ehu de draw no esi ko say Ghana if we can make it through the group stages depending on the team you better draw into. So Ghana the pot 4 na Ghana wo nti hono you better teams countries almost what pot 4 ni nyina mu de nya de Ghana be show mu ba bia ni mo pot 1 pot 2 pot 3 ni we are likely to meet any of them. So Ghana is supposed to meet countries like Brazil, France, Germany. Omu nyina wo pot 1 mo ebitime meet mu bia ebitime meet USA pot 2 Poland munina ashe ho aje say bitime she enye better but at exactly 3 o'clock you the draw on ebe bro live our kasa video so kind Shannon son draw ne bad then we can do our analysis very well ye hu country bitime if Ghana can sail through to the next stage of the World Cup qualifications. Sorry, the World Cup itself of group stages now. Just say it's me. We need to say a bit about A1 16th stage of the World Cup. In the end, the basic draw on a bit out. Me like Ghana, Uruguay, a team like Brazil in your bad, and now Germany cry. Germany, Uruguay, Ghana, Japan. One group thank you them sir. But you say Ghana, you say teams are. If you some way dia na yire ho you go check things every so you wunya hwe bo se ho no ma hye ti kenya things some just stop on dia ni emi dia ho de nyina obo your bonus wini a then you can progress just like the year 2006 we met Czech at that time Czech number 2 on the world ranking ya chiri emi na si amwe na chi US ni emi 2-1 mwe sa pepe and they say yeah when you get to this stage you should be ready to play any team that comes your way. It ebe ko ne be hwe no so emra draw no ebe ko so na watwe nsem bebrebe na si 11 passe sona ɛbaayɛ ɔmampanya bɛka nsɛm bebree afa kuu ho sɛ nyɛ ne bɛboa ɔman no ne nyinaa yɛ nsɛm a kana wɔ mmerɛ deɛ ebi phone line abɛtumi afrɛ no adwonkyerɛ ɛde aba asiju a wa so pɛsɛ ɔdwan ne yɛn ɛwɔ yɛn Zoom no so no wonim yɛ number no ɔwɔ WhatsApp me a straight away mɛpeke na wo so nya kwanya na wo so watimi ɛde adwonkyerɛ de aba via Zoom enti ne nyinaa ɛyɛ available for yɛn nyinaa ha we deɛ yɛpɛ sɛ obi nya kwanya ne bi enti yɛ conference line no so ɛyɛ active no so bɛtumi afrɛ na hɔ so de adwonkyerɛ ɛde aba Friday deɛ sɛ mede ka no ɛyɛ free start no kanewu ana yɛde ɛbrɛw saa mmere akɔfem sɛ yɛbɛbɔ ɛyɛ nɔɔnan a yɛbɛsɔre ba meka sɛ nɔmiɛnsa yɛbɛkɔ Doha yɛkɔfa ɛyɛ World Cup qualifiers so play draw no ɛde abrɛw from Doha. So the CAF at the FIFA at the official World Cup song number the team nanka some dia ba you be try kregu amoti city time so answer be call Doha no you be boss anyo ma wate se de emu nsem city it's a very nice song featuring Davido of Nigeria for Nkobi so yeah matis ewom it is 00491516659466 one person more friend via Zoom no the link no ebe send no say the be no now so do adwonkyerɛ ɛde aba fadika mutu magana mbaza na da haushi bayan share the stories and also running our town yɛntimi nya ɛntoɔ ne yɛnkɔ saa da bi metina si eko na me bini hunu sɛ afɛdi egbe furafuru kate na mi ko zongo si ko bisa ya okodafu ya kuyo metra si edi na mi gine unosa afebia e mama me dem na fun bete na mi ko zongo su ko bisa ya mama so chirese kula fusena se da woni Ghana hasia ze pure water ne bokosoro ya tutum ya tutu pure water ya tutum I'm telling you se okay santeme go eye ntobroso emra galamse operation galam stop for ekoye operation ho a mo hihya manfo fie no abeto jase nkofo mo ho nyane be compensate omo George Mrekuduka ana ekasa yi a resident of Ntorboso community in the Achua Mponu district of the Ashanti region who had their properties accidentally destroyed during the Operation Halt 2 activity may be compensated subject to the final investigation report by the government. George Mrekuduka, the Deputy Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, has hinted. Mr. Duka stated this when he paid a working visit to the community on Thursday, March 31st, to gain first-hand information on the incident that occurred. He relayed a message of urgency, of regret and comfort from the senior sector minister Samuel A. Abujina to the victims. Government, he said, is ready to support the men who lost properties in the incident. In Torbosofo, what is Sempa? 1 hour property issue when you are saying, I buy this over compensating. Tibo mo ntoboso a emufie ehye enam operation hot for jumedi omba bedi no eno ana aban ya babetu jase ye osuafo bi de chira wo hwe asase so ne eye efumagudi ho nsem na de sase babetu jase wonna wo ho coach me nyina no investigation ko bi dia behwe nya compensate omu nyina dia obenya bia no osom na de abobra Yes, the agri sector is sick. Yare. There was a buying honest to Ghanaians. Agri sector is sick. Government needs to be honest with Ghanaians. Wa East MP. The deputy ranking member of the Food and Agriculture and Cocoa Affairs Committee of Parliament, Mr. Godfred Seydou Jasso, has called out President Addo on his claims he made out in the agriculture sector while delivering the State of the Nation address on Wednesday. Speaking to City News, the MP of the Wa West said the picture the president painted on the sector is inadequate. The situation, contrary to what is held, what he told us, is not the same. He added. There's in another bar parliament in the general kind, some of the kind of fana, said I need any man a question because he's in the big and pay complaining. I say the agri sector is sick. He said a yadi. I said to members the agri sector, they say, I'm home because a junior here. I was here dealing. I hope a quite you know. As in Bacho, I need that term. I don't know ye. Zero 049-151-665-9466. My main come for Ghana with app and informal summary. Comedians over our phone, I will Play Store and say App Store. Search for Ghana Waves Radio. On second app in the pub, when then let download it. A free, I won't check up probably. Happy multimedia, a stations be brave or mine Ghana. And they say a yes, CTFM. A 3 FM, Accra FM, Assassin Radio. Nini now of Sabbath TV. Say you want to say one can two. Okay, America. We are mayor. It the new host in the museum. A decanu. But all custom wash what one year. Or can you know see a can? Be very careful. You say 1170 could court, but Enra, one pain and Ado, a passing into law. But but they say our court. Now minority Foja, almost the Babin wouldn't have allowed the e-levy if there was no quorum. Minority and the Kasasimo Yinti as Momokasi, the government spokesperson on governance and security, Wachidankwa, have said Parliament had the required numbers present in the House when the e-levy was approved on the 29th of March. He said there were 2/3 of the lawmakers in the House. Speaking on the new day on TV3 today, Mr. Bwachi Dankwa noted that there was no way the Speaker, Alban Babin, would have allowed the policy to be passed if there was no quorum. Contributing to the discussion on the sign of the e-levy to law by President Nana Akufo-Addo, Mr. Bwachi Dankwa said the signing is not a rush. Once Parliament has approved a bill, the final stage is for the President to assent to the bill. So it was not in a rush. He added, persons who have contrary view in terms of the interpretation of the law will go to the Supreme Court. The minority case has been filed. There is no injunction. We had a quorum. If we don't have the quorum 2/3, there is no way the Speaker of Parliament would have allowed that to happen. They say the 11 no, they say nya pass here say ababaye emra you see me aduma eda etoso me ana ye sha ase sa na omo kan de se bibia ko mu fan de me na ye be sha agiye 11 enti no de oye bibia transaction bia above 100 Ghana cedis you pay a year 1.5% on the extra amount now that's no, not on the 100 but the extra amount about 200 cedis no, you pay that amount on it. But amount for a kasa ni na say almost say nka be yanka ban anka on free 100 never ko be 300 cedis at least no one say okay utu ye 300 cedis kwa na betua ye 11 that's 100 this is so do e bi say be yanka bi yanka say the telcos ni e wa say no say o send this come on MTN from example o send this come on MTN say MTN for o send it from 1000 above or moto 10 cedis or mo fa bi nka ho biom from 1000 and above 10 cedis. Anything below 1000 just 1% of that amount into no sanity. It is also 100 cedis MTN was come made on betting do send 1000 or moto 10 cedis 2000 10 cedis 3000 but anything below 1000 1% of that amount I believe so ultimately it is also 900 metal 9 cedis the sana MTN for the 90 it's not give business to say anka abano so encape FNA say 11 no it to certain amount si bi o send 5000 here to 5000 kono obetua this specific amount e bi emeka ho biom it from omo send from let's say 1000 to on MTN 1000 above no 10 cedis no anka bi nka 11 no anka we send it from 5000 above obetua be 50 cedis e bi meka ho biom tin 10000 kura 50 Ghana cedis na be de obetua as tax and bi adwen kira eno so omo de aba ewo eho eno no ni ebehwe se aban no ebehwe no wagye atumu so a ebehwe bi hu sa ne mani nyina tikoso ni ehwe de ba ko se mra 11 no so no aban preso be den obana kutru ewo Ghana in Mashibidum so akutru wo Mashibidum ba ama asan se mana buy into say bitimi de adwuma no ye twen from 1st May ni ahwe ne besi ewo eho enom. Do it when I join you about 0049 151 665 9666 and I join you the bus. As your WhatsApp line so your conference line so you are active with my friend. I'm saying I watch you in some brain nursing. You watching yes, State of the Nation address. I'm opinion about 2 jar. Minority say the number 2 jar is that it's not a true reflection of the State of the Nation address. Yekasi, you know, Insio, a pure water Ghana say, your top water one sachet 50 pesos. Much to He said, "Animal walk one equal day and night, day and every day. They be animal walk equal." Yeah, you be kind of saying city na. You been film, and the cranny say animal boy di mo manga nemu. Every day prices are going up. I said thank you, Mr. Kujo, for this opportunity. Okay, Yanko, now so can. I'm going to come on so quickly.